Prophet Yusuf A.S., beloved son of Yaqub A.S., was sold into slavery by his jealous brothers and found himself serving in the household of an Egyptian noble. However, when he refused the indecent advances of his master's wife, she falsely accused him, resulting in his unjust imprisonment. Despite the injustice, Yusuf A.S. remained patient, trusting in Allah and never losing hope. In prison, he noticed his fellow inmates were troubled, and he offered his help by interpreting their dreams, a special gift he had been endowed with by Allah. To the first inmate, he predicted freedom and returned to his position as the king's cupbearer, while to the other, he foresaw execution. Both interpretations came to pass, earning Yusuf A.S. a reputation for honesty and wisdom, which later reached the ears of the king. The king was deeply disturbed by a recurring dream that none of his advisors could decipher. Hearing of Yusuf A.S.'s gift, the released inmate recommended Yusuf A.S. to the king. Yusuf A.S. interpreted the dream accurately, revealing that Egypt would experience 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of severe drought. He advised the king on how to save the nation by storing surplus harvest during the plentiful years. Impressed by his insight and wisdom, the king appointed Yusuf A.S. as the treasurer, putting him in charge of the lands of Egypt. This position was not only a testament to his patience and unwavering faith in Allah, but also his triumph over trials. Yusuf A.S. journey from prisoner to a leader is a vivid example of how one's pain can be a path to purpose. Highlighting the importance of remaining hopeful and patient through trials, for Allah is always aware. Your test could be your testimony. After years of separation, Yusuf's A.S. brothers, now humbled by their own trials, came to Egypt for help. They had no idea that the ruler they stood before was their brother, whom they had betrayed. Yusuf A.S. reveals his identity to his brothers, and they fall to their knees in remorse.
Yusuf A.S.
Do not be sad. Allah has turned my hardship into a blessing. I forgive you. Moral lessons. 1. Patience during trials leads to personal growth. Prophet Yusuf A.S. remained patient throughout his trials, and as a result, he became a source of wisdom and strength, even in the hardest times. 2. Trust in Allah's plan, even when life seems unfair. His patience and faith led him to a higher purpose. 3. Your pain could be the path to your purpose. The hardships that Prophet Yusuf A.S. faced ultimately led him to a position of leadership and the ability to save others. What seems like suffering can sometimes be the stepping stone to your greater purpose. 4. Forgiveness is a powerful tool. When Yusuf A.S. was reunited with his brothers, he chose forgiveness over revenge, showing us that kindness and mercy are far greater than holding on to grudges. 5. Remain humble, regardless of your position. Even after achieving a powerful position in Egypt, Yusuf A.S. remained humble and used his status to serve others. His humility was a key part of his success and greatness. Actionable plans. 1. Stay patient during difficult times. When faced with trials, remember that they are temporary, and patience will lead to wisdom. Trust that Allah's plan is better than what you may envision for yourself. 2. Trust that your struggles are leading you to your purpose. Even when things seem unfair or difficult, know that Allah may be preparing you for something greater. Keep moving forward with faith. 3. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness brings peace to your heart and allows you to grow beyond the pain. Let go of resentment and forgive others, even when they have wronged you. What a journey through faith, failure, and God's unfailing love. If this story moved you or taught you something powerful, drop a comment below and tell us what stood out the most. And don't keep this truth to yourself. Share this video with a friend who needs some light and encouragement today. Remember, here at Smart Story Studio, we tell stories that inspire, teach, and transform lives. Subscribe now for more emotional, dramatic, and truth-filled scripture stories that shape your mind and spirit. Until next time, stay inspired, stay strong, and stay rooted in the Word.